Detox, 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 detox. Sit inside a spirit, unblock, unlock, whoa. Detox, 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 detox. Meditate with self until everything stops. Detox, 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 detox. Yeah, you better. Detox, 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 detox. Yeah, let me talk.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of You Got the Juice, aka You Got That Juice Now, baby. My name is Eric Kuto. I'm known as your host, the Juice Man. And today we're covering ginger. We've been going over different fruits and vegetables singularly to cover what they do. Let's go over ginger real quick. So you're gonna have a lot of antimicrobial help right there. And so with ginger, it's gonna boost your immune system, right? It'll definitely help with like weight management as well because it'll suppress the appetite. Anti-inflammatory, amazing anti-inflammatory when it comes to muscles and when it comes to the digestive health. It helps with digestion, but even with the anti-inflammatory, anything going on in the respiratory tract, it'll help relieve that, surprisingly. When you're dealing with, for my ladies, dealing with menstrual pain, ginger will actually aid that. So, we talked about beets, how beets can help. Add a little bit of ginger in there with that juice with oranges and pineapples. And you have a good juice for that time of the month, ladies. Shout out to you. We always love you. In addition to that, it'll actually help with heart health as well, because of course it aids in dealing with pain and like relieving pain and anti-inflammatory. So it'll increase blood circulation as well. Then it'll help the heart become one of the best pumping systems it can be. I think that's most of what ginger can do. I think the last one was skin. It definitely helps with your skin too. So ginger is a great detoxifier. For me, I know for a fact that ginger is antifungal as well. And so those are some of the properties you want to look at or just think about taking into consideration when you're dealing with ginger. I got my cannoli JE75 juicer right here. Ginger is always a great test to see how well juicers can juice because it's tough. And I'm gonna be honest with you, we already saw the juicer stand up to the cannoli JE75. We saw it already stand up to beets. Beets are really tough and they're hard. So with beets being that hard, I have no doubt that the JE75 will do really well when confronted with ginger. But we always gotta put things through a test. You don't have a testimony without a test. And so let's see what's cracking here. All right, so let me cut this little piece. I want to kind of go through and cut all of them because I make ginger shots as well. And I think we've covered that before, but normally what I put in my ginger shots will be cayenne. Yes, cayenne pepper. That spicy. I put that in there. Besides cayenne pepper, I put a little bit of black pepper to help with the absorption. And ginger does help with absorption as well. I'm glad I said that. But a little bit of cayenne, some honey, and a little bit of black pepper. I normally put a little bit of lemon in my ginger shots too, and then just the raw ginger. So if you're looking to make ginger shots, that's that. Last episode, we talked about anxiety, right? We always cover some emotions on this channel. We talked about anxiety and how anxiety is like a fear of the future and, things that have yet to happen and how to deal with it. I think today we'll talk about overthinking, which is like rumination, and it's like thinking about different patterns, because overthinking is kind of like a pattern. It's a way of thinking that causes you to think the same way over and over and over and over, and you can't get any peace and you can't get any, freedom from the stress that you're dealing with because you keep thinking about the same thing over and over and over and over. With overthinking, some of the best things that you can do, first of all, I always say pray. This is a God-loving channel. Father, we love you. But pray, I know in today's world, God gets jumbled up between pastors and people just using the name of God for whatever they want. They make God as an excuse to just say, well, just go to God. Yes, that's true, but understand that God is a loving God and he's going to guide you and lead you where you need to be going. And so, most of the time, if you catch a situation where you're not exactly understanding what's going on or you're not sure if God is there, you're probably being tested, just being honest. So even with overthinking, yes, pray, but also give your mind a break, right? And so anything that you constantly do becomes a habit. So if you're constantly overthinking, well, you have a habit of overthinking. So in order to combat that, the best thing that you can do is to correct your mind every time you do it, right? So you could, let's say we have the thought today that I don't want to speak bad about any products. So let's say, because I was gonna say the cannoli JE75 juicer isn't gonna do well with ginger, but that's not fair because we don't know. We're gonna see. And I think it will actually do well. But let's start with the thought it's a bad day. Well, if you constantly think it's a bad day, then eventually it's gonna be a bad day. But if you have better thoughts like, okay, it might be not the, ooh, that fingernail almost got popped. It might not be the best day, but I don't have to think that way. I can alter my thinking. Yes, it might not be the greatest day still, but you can find little spots of joy and things to change the way you're thinking. Eventually, you'll go from a habit of saying it's a bad day to saying this may not be the day I intended, but my day is going to turn around and I'm going to make sure I'm the reason it turns around by doing this. So you can start here and end up here with just a simple change in mindset and thought, or just a change in action, so overthinking can be combated by that. It can be combated by, oh wait, I did take the fingernail off. Look at that. That's crazy. Well, them knives are sharp. But overthinking can be combated by mindfulness, meditation, constant meditation, and constantly telling yourself this isn't the thought I want to have. Prayer, moving the body, exercising, keep that mind busy, challenging things, puzzles. If you're dealing with school, work, dive a little bit deeper into what you're doing, but also make time for yourself. Laugh. Feel free, feel the lightness of life. You don't have to deal with overthinking, and that's you paying attention to so much at one time or overanalyzing. You could just jump into something and have fun. Me, I like to get out in the nature and I like to hike. I like to spend time with the trees, the oneness of, just the earth. Not to sound too hippie, but I like to recharge, man. I be busy a lot and I try to help people. Don't die. There you go. I try to help people as much as I can, but I have to recharge. And so I go, by the water, I go by the trees, and I just spend time with myself, and I pray, and I talk to God, and I, become very grateful. That's another way to stop overthinking. It's just to become extremely grateful for what you do have. Extremely grateful for the breath that you have. At any moment, we see people die every day. We see life get taken every day. You still have life, even if you don't have no money in your pocket. You have food. If you don't have food, you have something. You have a mouth where you can ask for help. You can find resources. You have a brain. So, I just want to come on here and talk about that. You don't have to take anything for granted. And hopefully this is a ray of light for you to understand that things can and will get better. Thank you, God, for that message. Let's see how the JE75 does with this ginger, man. Let's go. Y'all ready? I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Let's do it. Okay, all right, let's do it. While we doing that, I got something for you. For my ginger shot. Woo! Took that nail right on off. It's doing really well. I'm going in front. It's doing really, really well. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, I got some more for you. So I'll tell you in a second, once it's finished. Uh-oh, what's going on? Uh-oh, let's see what we got here. So, we've encountered our first error, our first problem. And what it seems as though it got stuck a little bit. Yeah, it got stuck. So, let's see. Okay. You know what? I got something for this. I just need to locate it. Where is it? And I'm glad we get to see this because we get to work through it together. Where is my piece? You could be my piece, click, clack. Tell them how get back. Cause we shoot. Nope. I don't think this is the right one, but let's see. See if we can move some things around. All right. I'm also gonna take a fork, and try to move some of it around just to lighten it up, and so the juicer doesn't feel too constrained. I told you that ginger don't play, but this is a good test. We back. And we doing it again. Let's see. All right, so there must be some type of chunkiness to the bottom, right? So I'm digging it back all up. There we go. Boom. All right. All right. Let's come back out. We have to do a reverse. We're gonna do a reversal and see what we could do about it. I'm gonna have to actually pull it out. Like I said, I'm glad it's happening on camera so we can see what's going on. All right, now I opened it up. Let's go ahead and take it out. Let me see here. I have to, I'm gonna put that in there in a second. So at this point, we're taking a look at exactly, okay, so it's not moving. I want to do it again, the same way we had it before, make sure everything's still plugged. Okay. Well, I'll be honest with you. We ran into our first fallacy. So ginger, like I said, ginger's always a good test. And so I put ginger through. I'm gonna go through and make sure that, just make sure that ginger was permitted to be put through the juicer first. So make sure you're reading your manual. But secondly, we're gonna see how well ginger does. We're gonna see exactly, not how well ginger does, but go through the manual and make sure ginger can be put through. If they say ginger can be put through, well, we see that ginger is too tough, right? Ginger is too tough. So if you do decide to take this product on, I wouldn't put too much ginger through it. I will put a little bit of ginger at a time. I put bulk ginger because we're going to test here. On this channel, I will be very honest. I will not, beat around the bush with you. I'd rather be honest with you than try to be perfect. That's why these episodes are cut the way that they're cut, because I'm just here, I'm just being me. And if you like it, great. If you don't, I understand. Like there are other things out there, but I'd rather just be 100% with you. And so right now, as it stands, I don't see any reason to continue the episode. What I will say is that, it's not able to be fixed that quick because I've already reversed it. Normally when you reverse it, even when I've reversed it before, I can just simply pull it back in. So at this point, I've reached a fallacy, a falsarity, a problem. And so I'm gonna finish the ginger shots. So let's do that, right? That's the least I can do. These things are hot. Please be careful. I take them all the time and they burn my booty. They do. Be careful with these things. They are amazing, but they will burn you. It's like making a fireball, if you know what a fireball is. Let me get a spoon. So far, we've tested the Nama, we've tested the JE75. Rumor has it that we have another test coming on the way with another juicer. Yeah. We'll see how well that comes, and we're going to be testing on that. All right, good. So for me, I do like a little bit of a spoon, and it's really up to you, but I can tell you this much, since we probably won't cover it. Cayenne is really good for blood health. Cayenne is really good for heart health. If somebody suffers a situation with their heart, make sure you give them cayenne immediately. All right, this is wildflower honey. It's local, but it's really good and it's pure. So I'm not gonna taste this on cam because I like to let them sit. But you see the idea of what we got going on. Yes, indeed, a ginger shot that big. I hope you're ready. And then I just shake it up and let it sit in the fridge. So This juicer right now, we're gonna say on ginger, I don't know. We could, you see it did some ginger, but at some point the juicer kind of got tired, kind of got a little burnt out. So, you know what I'm saying? I would, if I were you, not do a lot of ginger in bulk. I would do it just enough to get the job done and maybe reset and put some more ginger in there later. But so far, we got the cannoli. We'll still put up the discount code, the juice team, and we'll still give the cannoli to you at a great price point. In addition to that, if you have any questions, email us at yougotthejuicenow@gmail.com. yougotthejuicenow@gmail.com. We got season 2 of our ebook coming out. Season 1 is already available, and I think I'll put that up for you. But other than that, we learned some lessons today. Shout out to the people at Cannoli. We got you, you know what I'm saying? So in the meantime, we'll catch you on the next episode to see what else we can do. Love you. Take care of your health. Don't overthink. Peace.